I'm going to ask Councilwoman Cook to lead us in prayer and Councilman Lewis to lead us in the pledge.
Lord, we are meeting today to conduct matters of business. Guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought, and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today. Amen.
Amen. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you both. We welcome you to the Lafayette City Council meeting. As presiding chair and officer, I'd like to announce the following. This is a public hearing. To address the council on any item on this agenda, please fill out the speaker form and submit it to the clerk prior to the call of the agenda item, or you will not be given the opportunity to speak. Staff's assistance is available if needed. Items for submission to the council should be handed to Council Clerk Ms. Veronica L. Williams, seated to my left. When addressing the council, state your name and title for the official record. The 3-minute rule will be in effect. No debating or confrontational statements will be allowed. And finally, all documents with reference to the meetings can be found on the LCG website. Chair announcements. I would like to wish a happy birthday to Robert Benoit, Fire Chief, which he'll be celebrating July 11th. Thank you. I would also like to wish a happy birthday to Mr. Greg Logan, City Parish Attorney, which he will celebrate July 14th. I do have a request to defer item number 41, CO-094-2021, in reference to Walker Road. It's requested to be deferred indefinitely. I don't have any chair announcements. Council, do you have any announcements? Mr. Lewis, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. I did not attend the meeting prior to this one, but I happened to see it on the monitor, and I appreciate what Mr. Kevin Nakane did as far as the parish council. They're coming up with another committee besides Protect the City Committee, and what they are asking. So it was about I think 24 months, but then Kevin had he got the council members to do 6 months, which is better than 24 months. But I want the parish councilmen, the people that lives in Lafayette, to know where I stand with that, is that I feel the taxpayer of Lafayette needs their own mayor. The taxpayers of Lafayette needs their own mayor. They also need their own autonomy. They also need their own council, attorney. That's where I stand with. A lot of people talking about deconsolidation. Yes, deconsolidation can be in a different form. Some people don't like the word deconsolidation. But the city of Lafayette needs his own attorney, needs his own mayor, needs his own council. And I'm just hoping that, see, I've been on the council going on about 7 years. I don't like to call out people's names. I really do not. But my name was called out today by Mr. John Gilbo because of a statement that I did say about oppress. And I feel that way because these parish councilmen that's on the parish, you have 5 parish councilmen, 5 of them. And none of them pay city tax to any city, to not one city. When it comes to Lafayette, they do not pay city tax to the city of Lafayette, but they want to control city taxpayers' dollars. So that's why I say the city of Lafayette is being oppressed. That's the comment I said, and I'm standing by it. So he don't have to repeat what I said. Pat Lewis said. Pat Lewis is sitting in the front of the audience and the people looking at it on TV. That I say the parish council are oppressing the city council, the taxpayers of the city. For that reason, you talk about taxation without representation. Isn't that representation without taxation? Because all 5 parish councilmen, not one of them pays city parish tax. Not one. If you live in Lafayette, Carencro, any municipality, you pay 3 taxes: sales and use tax, city parish tax, and parish tax, because we all live in Lafayette Parish. So why Lafayette cannot have his own mayor like the other municipalities? Do Youngsville, Broussard, Carencro, Dusson, Scott, and Carencro, do they have city parish, a mayor president? mayor, parish president? Do they have that? No, they have president, mayor, president. No, they do not. What they have? A mayor of Carencro, a mayor of Scott, a mayor of Tucson, a mayor of Youngville, and also Broussard. But Lafayette, what do we have? Mayor, parish president. So why we cannot have a mayor? That's the whole point of this. Lafayette should have its own mayor. The parish council, they are parish council. Remember that they are parish council. Do they go to the meetings in these other municipalities? Do they have a voice? Do they vote? But they're here twice a month. When there's a joint meeting, what they do? They vote on Lafayette issues. They vote on the taxpayers' Lafayette issues. Do they vote on the taxpayers in these other municipalities? Do they sit down in the council? Do they have an office? They are parish council members. But in Lafayette, what are they? City parish council, I guess, because they have a voice right here, right in this auditorium right here. But if they go in other auditoriums, where they do, they sit where you guys sit there, and they fill out a blue card if they want to speak, but not here. They sit down right here. So when I say oppressed, Pat Lewis say oppressed, that's what he's talking about. They do not pay city tax. I'll repeat that for the third, fourth times. So it makes me feel that what they are doing, the unincorporated areas, what they are doing, because that's where they live, in unincorporated areas, these 5 parish members. They do not live in a city. They do not live in a city. They live in unincorporated areas that do not pay city tax as well. The unincorporated area people do not pay city tax, city property tax. It's like they're waiting on subsidies from Lafayette. So when I made this comment about oppressed, that's what I made the comment for. And I'm not hiding, I'm not backing up. That's what I mean. Oppressed, the taxpayer of the city of Lafayette. Again, 5 council members, all 5, live in unincorporated areas, do not live in a city, do not pay city tax, but they want the same benefit that anyone live in a city. And when I see a city, I'm talking about these six municipalities. Why we can't have our own mayor like all the other 5 municipalities? Why? That's the question. What they afraid of? What they fear? I don't know. You tell me. Someone tell me, what is the fear to let Lafayette have its own government like everyone else do? What is the problem? If it's not a problem, hey, let's get this charter commission going and let's let the people decide how it should be. That's all I'm asking. And that's all the particular city committee is asking. Let the city of Lafayette be just like every other municipality. Why do they need the city of Lafayette? Why? Thank you.
I don't see any other council announcements. Moving on to the executive mayor president's report. Mayor? Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Madam
Floor
Chair.
is yours.
And now I'm starting to get a little depressed because I pay all those 3 taxes too as a resident of the greatest city in the country, mind you. And
Greatest
I
city
would
in the country.
in the country, 100%. If I thought there was a better city, I'd run for mayor of that city.
All right,
You
all
know?
right.
But,
All right.
and I enjoy serving with each one of you and the parish council. So that being said, all I have, Madam Chair, is budget to actual comparison of major city funds. May 2021 preliminary. Director Toops is behind me if you have any questions. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not seeing any questions.
Oh, I do have one
Oh,
more, with your
okay.
permission. With your permission. We do have members from Festival, ACA, a lot of other folks, stakeholders, going to brief us here in a little bit. Thank you, Stephen. Look, I'm excited for you guys to be here. We appreciate you. We support you. And I definitely look forward to the future. I know these city council members do as well. So thank you.
There's many other people here. I want to welcome you as well. Thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate all of you. All right, moving on to executive session. Cindy, will you please read?
Gregory J. Logan in his official capacity as the Lafayette City Parish Attorney and on behalf of the City of Lafayette and the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government versus Leanne Batson, docket number 2020-4901, Division C, 15th Judicial District Court, Lafayette Parish, Louisiana.
Legal, will you please explain why executive session is needed? Let me turn your mic on. Legal, your mic is on.
Madam Chair, this matter involves pending litigation in which LCG is a party, and because of the nature of the claims and defenses asserted in this litigation, it's my opinion that discussion of the litigation in open session will have a detrimental effect on the litigation or bargaining position of LCG in the litigation. For that reason, it's my opinion that an executive session is permissible and appropriate for discussion of the litigation, and I recommend that council go into executive session for that purpose.
All right, thank you. Can I get a motion and a second to enter executive session? I have a motion by Cook and a second by Councilman Lazard. Any council discussion? Not seeing any. Any public comment?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote to enter executive session.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5. The motion is approved to enter into executive session.
All right, we will be back. All right. I'm going to ask for a motion and a second to return from executive session. I have a motion by, Lewis, second by Cook. Any council discussion? I'm not seeing any. Any public comment? All right. We will then we're going to call to return from executive session.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1.
Yes.
The motion to return from executive session is approved.
Joint resolutions. This is a public hearing and speaker forms are available for anyone wishing to address the council. The 3-minute rule does apply. Cindy, will you please read?
Joint Resolution 18-2021, a joint resolution of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council adopting the Lafayette Parish Hazard Mitigation Plan 2021.
All right, can I get a motion and a second? Motion by Cook, second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any. Any public comment?
No, ma'am.
All right, go to a vote. The council to adopt the resolution.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Resolution 19-2021, a joint resolution of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing a non-warranty cash sale of 2830 Louisiana Avenue, Unit 63, to an adjoining landowner pursuant to Louisiana Revised Statute 472202B for the price of the sale's anticipated costs.
Can I get a motion and a second? Lazard, a motion, second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment.
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5. Yes. District 1. District 2.
Yes.
District 3.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Resolution 2020-21, a joint resolution of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing a non-warranty cash sale of 2830 Louisiana Avenue, Unit 67, to an adjoining landowner pursuant to Louisiana Revised Statute 472202B for the price of the sale's anticipated costs.
Can I get a motion and a second? Motion by Nakhan, second by Lazard. Council discussion? Not seeing any. Any public comment?
No, ma'am.
Let's go to a vote.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1, District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Resolution 21-2021, a joint resolution of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing a non-warranty cash sale of 222 Spring Street to an adjoining landowner pursuant to Louisiana Revised Statute 472202B for the price of the sale's anticipated costs.
Can I get a motion and a second? Motion by Cook, second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any. Public comment?
No, ma'am.
Let's go to a vote.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
All right, moving on to report and our discussion items. Cindy, will you please read?
Route Lafayette wayfinding.
All right, Councilman Lazard. You put this item on the agenda, you have the floor.
As I'm sure you all heard, City of Lafayette entered into an agreement with DDA and also with LCVC to initiate a wayfinding project with downtown being used as the pilot project, if you will. Was it last week or last week? Nanette and I had the opportunity to attend Downtown Lunch and Learn, where we got a detailed presentation on the status of the project, along with the initial workup, if you will. We thought it was only appropriate to have the developers, Stephen Ortigo and his partner from New Orleans. What's your name? I'm sorry, I forgot your name, sir. Peter DeHart. I'm based here. Oh, you are? I thought you were from New Orleans. Okay. Stephen, Peter, Anita with DDA, to come and give a presentation to the entire council, the administration, and the community, as this is a long-term community project. So, Stephen, I'll turn it over to you.
I'll tee it up real quick. Hi, Anita Bagno. I'm the CEO of the Downtown Development Authority, and I want to thank Councilman Glenn Lazard for inviting us to come and share this with the council, the administration, the public, and the community at home. So you may be wondering, what is wayfinding? You're going to learn more about it tonight, but I'll put it simply. It's signage that helps people to understand the environment that they're in and to find their way. And if you've traveled to other cities across the country and the globe, you've seen wayfinding. It is a best practice in urban environments across the country. We have them in cities across Louisiana. And in fact, we have wayfinding downtown. It's just antiquated wayfinding. So we were really excited to partner with SO Studio and Make Made to rebrand and relaunch our wayfinding starting in downtown. Just a little bit of history so everybody kind of understands how we got here. This project was originally proposed by the ETRT, the Evangeline Thruway Redevelopment Team. And I was not on the ETRT at the time when it was originally proposed, but I am today. It was funded by Lafayette Consolidated Government, then the City Parish Council. That's got us where we are today, to a really fantastic design that you can already see, and you're going to learn more about tonight, and it is ready to be implemented. So to pick up what Glenn was saying, the DDA allocated $55,000 to implement a pilot in downtown Lafayette, and we were speaking to our counterpart at LCVC, Ben Berthelot, about the project, and he got really excited and invited me to present to his board of directors and ask if they would join us in piloting this, because as you will learn, it is something that will be very beneficial when we think about tourism, and especially international tourism coming to visit Lafayette and downtown Lafayette. And also, just a heads up as we enter into the budget process, the ETRT has passed a resolution in the last month asking the City Council to help to fund additional phases of this project. So I've had the pleasure of serving on the ETRT in my 2 years and 10 months at the DDA, working with multiple Lafayette Consolidated Government departments on this project, and these two awesome guys and their firms, I mentioned SO Studio and Make Made, Stephen Ortigo and Peter DeHart. I look forward to seeing the implementation in the coming months, starting with downtown. We're hoping to rally the community around it, get them excited, and then continue to fund this project in phases until this is all over the city and parish of Lafayette. So thank you again, Councilman Lazard, for inviting us. I'm going to turn it over to Stephen and Peter.
Thank you, Anita. Stephen Ortigo. My business is actually located in downtown, so we see it every single day. And we had the pleasure and honor of developing Lafayette's wayfinding system, which has been a thrill and really interesting to do. We learned a lot early on about wayfinding and did a lot of research on what are best practices, what are worst practices. At the Lunch and Learn, as you said, Councilman Lazard, as well as Councilwoman Cook, were able to attend and got the in-depth, like whole hour-long almost every single, actually it was a very small portion, honestly, of every single decision that we had to make in developing this and designing it, because every single move that we did on it has a reason. Most of those reasons actually go back to who we are as a city of Lafayette, anywhere from the fact that it's bilingual in Louisiana French, which was actually in the RFQ that we were asked to do, but also down to the font being a font that is used, that was developed early in the 20th century as a way to switch from old handwriting to new typographies. And so it's kind of a foot in the past and a foot in the future, which is very much like Lafayette, or even down to the icons, the icons which are all sort of slightly rounded so that it gives it more a happy feel, because we're the happiest city in America. So every single decision that was made for a reason, whether it was something that was universal or something that was very local. And just to introduce you a little bit, we do have a primary system, a secondary system. The primary system were these totems, which Peter is over here holding one of the totems. And then those totems are placed at locations that we identified mostly from interviews in the community. We went around to each of the neighborhoods around downtown, including downtown, and we had charrettes where we got information from the public, and we pinpointed what we're seeing as nodal points, what we're seeing as pathways in these neighborhoods. And so we located the primary totems in those locations. We also mapped out all of the assets that the city has. So these were all public or institutional assets that we were pointing to, not things that were going to change tomorrow. So we would point to City Hall, but we might not point to the Circle K. So we even developed Make-Made with Peter and them. They even developed these cute little icons, landmark icons, which we had identified a lot of these landmarks from interviewing the general public as well. These primary systems then always send you to a secondary system. So it'll tell you over there, like a 3-minute walk to Cité des Arts, and then here you get further down and it'll tell you, oh, make a left. So that it always brings you to your location, so it doesn't just leave you hanging. Then, after the secondary walking system, we also created a biking system, and you'll see that these had blue at the top. They're a little bit larger text. The arrows are actually a slightly different arrow. Instead of the yellow on the dark blue, this is the white on, or the dark arrow with the white circle. So right away, there's multiple indicators to tell you, hey, this is for bikes, this is not for walking. And we also had in there, because it was a family, right? So it's not just for one specific wayfinding, but also for the parks. One thing that was great about the parks is it became, because we were doing bilingual, or just language neutral, right? So a lot of things in parks ended up being language neutral. And actually the fact that we were challenged with the bilingual aspect, it really made us look at things a lot differently on how do you keep it the same amount of space, and get all of that information. And in many cases, it actually either improved the English, because we saw that English was not done in the correct English, or it got us more symbol-based, which was much faster for people to get it and understand it, especially whenever it was biking or even in a vehicle. You can understand right away where you were going and what this sign was trying to tell you. We found even in ours, we did things like testing for color blindness, testing for people who are visually impaired, and that really lent to thinking about signs in a different way, and found out that even some of the national standards were missing the boat on even looking for people who have disabilities. Also part of the family was the buses. realize right now it actually, this is another thing that the bilingual came up with. Right now it says bus stop, and we were like, well, we don't want to add another word. We actually ended up taking off a word and just saying we can use the word bus because it works in both languages. And this gave us more, a larger space to work with for getting a larger symbol. So one thing we realized is that the downtown signage was all dark letters on white, but when we were testing the wayfinding systems, we realized that the white text on a dark background was a lot more legible for people. And we also saw that the current signs had French larger with the English small at the top, and we didn't want to go the opposite direction, especially since the RFQ asked for us to make it bilingual. So we came up with this. If you notice, it goes with the totem over there. And we also had in there, in the RFQ, that we develop regulatory signage that was in what they call the MUTCD, which is the Manual for Uniform Traffic Control Devices. And so we went through, how many pages was that, Peter? I mean, it must have been like, it was a lot of pages. But
you can imagine it's a lot of pages.
Every single like sign that we were seeing being used regulatory-wise in Lafayette, we were seeing ways of making it either symbol-based or bilingual. In some ways, you almost wanted to make it bilingual just because it was fun, like the stop sign. So you actually can see these in ERAF right now. But it's interesting. So I think on the regulatory signage, I think there's probably more of ordinance stuff that's going to have to come before y'all in the future, especially on the parish level, because the state law has it as the parish governing authority. But as far as the wayfinding stuff or street sign, MakeMade actually developed a whole policy book about what font to use, where to put it, like all the symbols. It's very, very detailed. Do you want to add anything, Peter, to it?
No, you got it.
I got it. We didn't want to talk too much. We did an hour last time, so.
Am I?
Yep.
Stephen, you might just also might want to mention that what the plan is as we replace.
Yes. So the first 17 totems of 22 that we did the print files for and the locations, those are funded half by DDA and half by LCVC. And I believe the rest of them are about to get funding. And then as far as signs like regulatory signs or street signs, the idea would be that you would just change your policy so that every time signs are being reprinted, because the city actually owns its own print shop, that it doesn't cost anything to change your policy. It's just changing the setup on the printer in your print shop and changing your policy. And the average sign's lifespan is actually 10 years. So the idea is after a decade, you would have this whole new sign policy. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't fund changing whole areas. So if downtown development really wanted to try to get it looking like really sleek and clean and cool and everything goes together with the same family, that doesn't mean that they can't, you all can't fund going back and saying, okay, well, let's change half of them are beat up already anyway. The white ones or the green letters on the white, changing them out to this standard. So if that answers your question, moving forward. But
Yeah.
we did give the go for the first totem because it already has bid out. They already selected someone to construct it. We did give the go for them to give us a mock-up, and that's going to be a mock-up in Parc Sans-Souci.
And I don't know what you were referring to, and this is actually more of your territory, but the signs, the current signs that we'll be able to take down, I guess, that we found all throughout the city. I don't know if you want to discussed. I didn't know if that was actually addressed.
Oh, yeah, I never did say that. Part of our wayfinding task too was to identify certain signage that might need to be taken down because there's so much sign litter that it seems like anybody just comes and puts signs up and there's no like sign guru. So it's just over the years and over the course of multiple departments and whatnot, it's like it's just added up to a point where it's time to do a little spring cleaning and take down some of those signs. There's signs that have been up since I was in high school and they look pretty bad right now. And we were finding some signs where they're missing half the sign and then it's like, it doesn't make sense anymore because like there's these big blue ears that you don't know what the ear means because the sign underneath it is missing. So, you know, it's just a lot of signage litter. So we actually my firm went through, I think about 20 different major streets and did a demolition plan and just said, get rid of all of these. So there is some information to do some spring cleaning as well.
Okay, I'm good.
You're good?
Thank y'all presentation, and I'm sure we'll be hearing from y'all.
Any
in the
other
future.
questions?
I'm not seeing any questions.
Cool.
Thank you for this. Great project, guys.
Looking forward to
Thank you.
seeing more.
Of course, Ms. Beckno has to have the last word, right? Oh, well, I'm surprised.
She was
Wow.
helping
Ran
with
back up.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
All right, moving on to ordinances for final adoption. This is a public hearing. Speaker forms are available for anyone wishing to speak to address the council. The 3-minute rule does apply. Cindy, will you please read?
City Ordinance 68, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing the use of the City General Fund prior year fund balance by $100,000 and appropriating within the Acadiana Center for the Arts line item for additional funding needed for staff support.
Can I get a motion and a second? I have a motion by Cook, second by Lewis. Council discussion. Councilwoman Cook, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would actually like to call up Sam Oliver with the ACA. And I'm hoping that we support this ordinance because the ACA is such an extremely important part of our community, and Sam is going to just drive that home for me right here. So here we go, Sam.
Thank you very much, Nanette, and thank you all the council members. There was a presentation as well that I think is possibly queued up, or possibly not.
Yeah. Y'all gave me this back, didn't? He's got it.
Yeah.
Joseph has it, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Want to say a few words while we're getting it going?
Absolutely. So my name's Samuel Oliver. I'm the executive director of the Acadiana Center for the Arts. You know, we talk a lot about, and we have spoken a lot about, the role of arts and culture in a city, on making a city competitive and strong. I know One Acadiana has done a lot of work recently, kind of educating, especially the business community, on the role that they need to take to support the organizations that really drive a healthy quality of life and make places attractive and great places to be. And, you know, I'm really thrilled to have that significant support from our chamber. Because I think it helps drive the point home for an organization like the ACA. But I know that we have to do our own public education of what we are and what we do in this community. So, you know, what is the ACA? We were founded in 1975. We are the Arts Council for this region, not just Lafayette, but the 8-parish region. And, of course, we are, through our partnership with LCG, an arts center and actually space in the community. Our mission is fostering art and culture in Acadiana, which means we really see a broad mission that's about creating a vibrant quality of life throughout the region, but definitely with Lafayette as its hub and center. Next slide, please. Oh, thank you. If I can control it here, I can just.
And let me turn that mic on in the middle for you.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
the mic's on.
You got to be flexible in the arts, you know?
Yes.
Well, here we go. So, this is the ACA. It's a beautiful establishment. It's in downtown Lafayette. We're really looking forward to that new wayfinding signage so that people can help find us. But as the Arts Council, we do a lot of different things in the community, and they're not just in that beautiful facility. One of our oldest activities has been a long-term partnership with the Lafayette Parish School System, the public school system, which has actually expanded in recent years into St. Landry Parish and Vermilion parishes as well, with a vision of serving through arts and education every parish in Acadiana to ensure access to arts and cultural experiences for the youth that are in our region. So we bring learning like art, theater, dance, and music into schools that are missing those experiences. We partner with them. This is also a public-private partnership where we, as the private partner, are able to bring in and supplement what are the gaps in that curriculum. We bring performances into school because it's more equitable, it's more accessible that way. Field trips, things like that, they come with a price tag, and they also come with other, systemic obstacles, like you sometimes have to have a really organized PTO, or be in a neighborhood that has, more wealth overall, so is able to organize activities outside of just the school itself. So instead of, dealing with that, we go straight into the schools themselves, because our goal is to impact every child, to make sure every child in our community comes away with a strong passion and care for the culture and spirit that is unique to Lafayette. So we bring those performances into schools. Some of them are purely, cultural and informative. Some are very educational, and a lot are about, who we are as a people and the many cultures that exist here in Lafayette. And a lot of that is to also drive home the point that young people learn these core subjects through hands-on experiences, through doing, through playing, through creativity, and it helps learners who maybe fit outside of some of the big buckets of the public school system, which can be so bureaucratic, be caught and be successful. So it's an incredibly important part of what we do. We've had that partnership with Lafayette Parish School System for 43 of those 46 years now, and we've had more than 500,000 students individually go through that. There's a great young person doing painting during our Student Arts Expo, which was an event we held every April, to kind of uplift and celebrate that in the public, and also show off the work that happens inside of our fantastic public school system out in the broad public. So then what do we do as an arts center itself? We produce events, and we host more than 35,000 visitors and residents each year through our doors of the ACA. And that's as a venue and a center in Lafayette. This involves presenting monthly art exhibitions that are free and open to the public daily as a visitor destination. Again, that wayfinding will come in handy. We produce very high-profile concerts and arts events that attract significant national attention and also national talent, like the performance that started at 7:30 at the ACA right now with the Billy Childs Quartet, a phenomenal jazz performance, which I'm missing right now, which I'm very loath, but I'm happy to be here with y'all. And by supporting cultural, educational, nonprofit, and civic events as really a community center with an elevated presentation. We get to do that for, again, organizations like One Acadiana, for UL, for any number of other partners, and we make that really an affordable, supportive thing that we offer to them. Boys and Girls Club will be, or I would say, Big Brother, Big Sister is in our space tomorrow with their two-day fundraiser, the Golden Girls Murder Mystery. So it's sold out, I'm sorry to say. So, we host through our museum, any number of visitors every year. This is a recent exhibition opening. So we closed our doors back with COVID, but we were only closed for 3 months. We reopened last June, and we were able to bring back people into a safe and reasonable environment because we had this beautiful public gathering space where people could still have the ability to distance and be in an environment where they could still access community and culture outside of, the many other things that couldn't happen last year. So it's been, a vital way that people have reemerged from kind of their hibernation. And then as the Arts Council, we do a lot that is way outside of anything we put on ourselves directly because we support other organizations. We provide funding for arts and cultural activities, projects, organizations across the 8-parish region through 5 different grant programs that infuse about $200,000 a year back into the community directly. Those are dollars that go to support other organizations. They tend to have to require a cash match as well, so they have to also go and raise more money from the private sector in order to do those activities. And those funds are generally speaking either from the state of Louisiana. We have an arts and culture grant through external agencies that's supported by the city government. as well as LEDA, as well as, a number of different partners, but we're the administering body. So our job is to make sure that the organizations that are being supported by that are, checking every box, that they're, planning for the future, that it's not just handouts, but it's actually going to drive vibrancy and activity in the region, because that is our mission. I know it's y'all's as well, quality of life. And another part of that is a little more informal, which is advising and supporting other organizations so they can grow and become more sustainable. We're kind of the big cheese in town in a lot of ways in terms of the staff we have and the experience we have on our team. Some of our staff have been on board for 20 plus years, and they provide enormous kind of informal support and advising to other organizations, just like we do actually for Lafayette Consolidated Government for the social service grants, which ACA actually advises on the administration of, just because of our experience as a granting body. I include, just as an example, Festival International, our great friends, and our signature event here in Lafayette and all of Acadiana. They weren't able to have the actual physical in-person event for the past 2 years now, and this past year, ACA was able to come in as a producing partner because of our facility. So the entire virtual event was actually produced from the ACA. So the concerts that you saw were actually recorded inside the Munkus Theater with our cameras and equipment and staff doing that. So there are a lot of invisible ways that we support the vibrancy throughout the community, and that we put, especially the City of Lafayette's building to good use to do that. So of course, why is this important? I think the answer is quality of life. We're hearing that over and over and over again now, and sorry if I'm continuing to drive that home, but it's a big point. Our organization aims to ensure that this living culture we have here, that's a reason why a lot of people live here and choose to live here, choose to stay here, fall in love. Maybe they come out of UL, maybe they come out of Lafayette High, but otherwise, stay in this community or come back to it like I did. And that it flourishes for generations to come. And I think we're all about that. This is our motto. I've got a lot of stickers that say it as well. This is a motto that in reemerging from COVID, we wanted to share a lot, because we learned how true it was when the opposite was true. Because we think that life is better and our quality of life is better when we come together in celebration, in community, and through our unique culture. It's what really makes this community strong. I've got a yard sign for you too if you want it. So just as a brief recap of ACA and LCG's public-private partnership, ACA, the city, and a broad community of supporters raised $22 million to build the facility, the Acadiana Center for the Arts, which is held in trust by the city of Lafayette. And as a result, the ACA facility is a debt-free asset of the city of Lafayette, which is phenomenal. I think you all agree. It didn't require a bond. The city of Lafayette contracts ACA, the 501c3 organization of which I'm the director, to operate the building in that public-private partnership. And that contract puts full responsibility on us, the private partner, for operating, programming, and fundraising activities. And I'm happy to say, we have a very strong program, and but I'm always welcome to criticism in ways that we can make it better and be a good partner for LCG. We operate the facility at the highest standards we can, again, not on just our own, not to our own benefit, but to the benefit of the broad community. And we conduct fundraising, sponsorship, membership, et cetera, which I'm happy to say in this, we just finished our own fiscal year, in this most challenging of all fiscal years, we have hit every single target for and exceeded our goals, which admittedly we set relatively low because we knew we were walking into a nightmare. But we were able to achieve those goals, and we have a professional staff that meets and hits targets that we set. And, we're fortunate to have that, and we're fortunate to have that going into a really strong year next year as we emerge further and can come back to a greater level of activity. Our partnership also makes the city responsible for reimbursing building-related expenses, particularly insurance, maintenance, and utilities of the city-owned building, up to an amount that the city council controls through the budget process. ACA currently raises about $8.50 from the private sector for every $1 of your investment. I believe that that is the definition of a successful public-private partnership. There's certainly a lot of other kinds of investments that the public can make that don't bring back private returns like that. some that make greater returns as well. I'm just trying to say that I think this is a valid and good use of the public funds, especially in the public-private partnership model. I think this is a strong one. I'm opinionated, of course, you know. But just looking back at last year, the city cut ACA support relatively, I say drastically here, significantly last July in anticipation of revenue shortfalls from the pandemic. Those shortfalls, I'm very happy to say, from my perception and from following sales tax collections, et cetera, and I think we're all very happy with, fortunately, really have never materialized. The ACA, however, has experienced significant revenue shortfalls, not from fundraising, but due to government-imposed limitations on events, which are a huge part of our business. When we can't come together, life is a lot worse. In both cases, I know the ACA has benefited from, federal funding that's available to all kinds of businesses. I know that LCG has also benefited from similar federal funds. But I'm sorry to say our revenue was hit harder than yours was. So at the end of the day, ACA is seeking to be returned to its previous funding level with a modification of about $100,000. And in particular, I'm looking for a little more flexibility with the spending of those funds this year, essentially due to those previous shortfalls. So just a simple return to a previous level of support, which I believe continues to be a good investment for the city of Lafayette. And also the ability for us to have a little more flexibility in light of the pandemic. Happy to answer any and all questions. And I hope that was fast enough. I wanted to be quick because I know it's late.
Well, I was just going to say thank you. I mean, I don't know what to add to that. I don't think there's anything to add to that. The return on the dollar, to me, just says it all. And I'd like to ask for support from the council for this ordinance, and I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Councilman Nakhan, you have the floor.
Sam, out of curiosity, we do a lot for the local schools, obviously, in presenting things for them. And apparently it's done free of charge. There's no charge to the schools. Am I correct in saying that statement?
Well, not quite. There's no charge to the students in the schools. We have a partnership with the Lafayette Parish School System where the central, the school board pays for a great portion of those expenses directly. However, we do go and raise independently to support those costs. Really, none of the city's dollars go specifically into that program. The city's dollars stay in the facility downtown.
So the school system actually supports those?
Absolutely. The school system, Lafayette Parish School System is one of our oldest partners. We have year on year only increased the activity we've done with them. They trusted us with a big experiment last year too, because we weren't able to go into schools and weren't able to have performances. And we asked them to trust us and allow us to change those programs drastically last year to try to work them into the online curriculum, because we also knew that in the all online curriculum that all of the arts programs were going to be cut completely, and they were. So we knew that we wanted to be able to offer something for families to be made available in Lafayette Parish, to be worked into the curriculum, and also to be made more broadly available outside of households with the internet, for example. So we did that through partnership with AOC. Thank you, AOC. And that actually brought what ended up being more than 450 lessons that were created by ACA teaching artists, 30-minute lessons that are essentially those kind of hands-on project learning activities that are all in social studies, science, mathematics, English language arts, into households during the time when otherwise those students didn't have an art teacher.
Now, they needed that during that time, and that was a very good program, and I want to thank you for that. Now, you'd mentioned that there's a 5-parish region that y'all serve the schools?
An 8-parish region. We currently serve really the entire district in 3 of those 8 parishes, St. Landry, Lafayette, and Vermilion.
Do they also assist you?
Absolutely. Those are also kind of contract relationships. They're public-private partnerships where in many cases we do go and seek additional support from the private sector to support those activities. And I'm so happy to say we have a philanthropic community that wants to see those communities thrive. And so we do find success getting that additional support. However, there's always an element in a public-private partnership, as y'all know, that the public takes a role.
Right. Right. The city basically accepts a lot of responsibility for operation and maintenance of the building. And of course, you said insurance. Are they also basically insurance, they're self-insured, the city, so any liabilities that occur at your building will come through the city of Lafayette's funds.
No, we are not. We're not self-insured through LCG, as I know most city properties are, or all city properties. The nature of our lease agreement is that the responsibility to insure the building is on ACA. We've actually approached community development and LCG about changing that because we thought it would be a lower cost for it to be self-insured through LCG, as many things are. But we were essentially told, no, there's difficulties because of the nature of our lease. I would love to explore something like that because I think it would be a savings to the city.
But LCG does reimburse you for the cost of your insurance.
Correct.
Yeah, and of course, there's no lease, there's no rent, there's no utilities, so.
We pay a very nominal rent. There are utilities, those are also reimbursed by the city, LUS, and then, telecom.
Ms. Cook, I wanted to thank you for deferring this to allow some objective discussion. And I was curious, how did the administration's meeting go? You had said that you were going to meet with the administration over the last few weeks. How did that meeting go with the administration? What was their opinion?
I have your mic on, Ms. Cook, and I can also, here comes the mayor.
We can
Here's
defer
the
to the
mayor.
mayor? Yes, there was no
Yes,
pushback.
ma'am. Yes, Madam
The
Chair.
question was, I appreciate Ms. Cook deferring this to move it to
yes.
where the ACA could meet with the administration and discuss the situation. And I was curious as to how that meeting went.
So look, we have good dialogue. I think logistically, we couldn't pin down a meeting date, but I'm convinced after talking with Councilwoman Cook and the rest of the council members that we talked about and analyzing ACA. Look, this is a win for everybody. I support this. I think we need to wrap our arms around it. All the things Sam said about quality of life and our chamber, LEADA, and all the statistics that you referenced. Look, that's something as a city, man, we should be again, wrapping our arms around and being very thankful for. I do want to find ways that we can get better. There's nothing wrong with that, but I try to find ways that the administration can get better. So if we can find ways in the future, next fiscal year, year after that, to create some synergies where ACA is helping other areas in downtowns, helping other areas in the city and the parish, hey, wonderful. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, and if I may comment, which, I've had many conversations, especially with Sidra as well over the past couple of weeks, because I know that the Mayor President and I's schedule weren't aligning because I've been on vacation a little bit this summer.
How dare you?
I know, right? But, we have open and easy communication, and now with, I think, the plans around creation of the Parks and Rec Department as hosting arts and culture and the venues there as well, I think it's a really logical place for us to have even stronger conversations about how we plan for the future, how we integrate also a lot of our cultural activities into the parks and public spaces too. So we have what I feel is a really strong relationship.
And this 100,000 basically is to pay salaries. You're short on salaries.
Essentially, this would come back to support some maintenance costs, since the way that we were able to survive the cut was essentially we deferred, all maintenance to the facility, and then reduced a lot of levels of, staffing and other, janitorial, security.
Aren't you reimbursed for the maintenance through LCG?
That is correct, but only up to the dollar amount set by your budget. So we actually have to spend $1 and then file for reimbursement in order to get that. And of course, we cannot reimburse beyond the limit that is set by y'all. It doesn't change what the cost is. Y'all could adjust the budget line item down to, $15. And we'd still have our lease agreement, and we'd say, well, the electricity bill for month number 1 was $5,000, so we'd like that to be reimbursed. And the budget would say no. So we have to spend it in order to get it. The changing to allow staff support would also just give me some more flexibility as we come back, really, over the next couple of months for the remainder of y'all's fiscal year.
Well, goodness knows y'all were hit hard during the pandemic, and all the government freezes they put on everybody. It really hurt a lot. So I use this money wisely, and I wish you the best of luck in the coming year, and hopefully things will open up and we'll get back to normal.
Yes, sir.
Find
Thank you.
some innovative ways to help out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, you wanted to add something?
Yes, Madam Chair, just another point of clarification. I would have much rather the language say infrastructure or maintenance or facility, but looking into the expenditures that ACA has done, I feel confident that they've gone above and beyond. And while this particular language says salaries, it's kind of 6 in one and half a dozen in others. So they've been very proactive, and I look forward to our partnership.
And those would still be salaries related to the facility, essentially.
Sure. And that's all, Mayor?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay. You sure? Okay. I'm not seeing anything else. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right. Do we have any public comment?
We did have 15 citizens who did not wish to speak in support of the ordinance. We do have one speaker, Elizabeth Girard. She's not here. No other speakers, Madam Chair.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll call for a vote for council to adopt the ordinance.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5, District 1. The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 73, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to donate 2 surplus Ford F-550 fire rescue trucks from the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office through the Law Enforcement District of the Parish of Lafayette.
Can I get a motion, a second? I have a motion by Nakhan. Do I have a second? Yes. Second by Lazard. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment? All right, let's go to a vote.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5, District 1, District 2.
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 79, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing the use of the City General Fund prior year fund balance by $100,000 and appropriating within the Festival International de Louisiane line item for additional funding needed.
I have a motion by Lewis. Can I get a second? Second by Cook. Council discussion? I'm not seeing any public comment. Oh, I'm so sorry. Councilman Lazard?
If I may.
Yes.
I'm not sure what all I have to say about Festival International. I think it really speaks for itself in terms of the treasure that it is to the community and the economic impact that it has on the community. The executive director, Scott Feehan, is out of town on a vacation that was scheduled months ago, but he is available via telephone if anybody has any questions for him. We do have present, if they're still here, the past, present, and future board chairs.
Good company.
If they're still here, if anybody has any questions. Andy, I think you asked earlier if there had been any conversation with the administration about the ACA request. There was an actual meeting last week with the administration, Councilman Lewis, and Scott himself. So if the administration wants to weigh in with their position on this issue, you're certainly welcome to do so. But of course, I strongly recommend adoption of this ordinance.
Well, I tell you what, Councilman Nakhan has buzzed in next.
Good.
Did you want to, you were buzzed in next. Did you want, all right, Councilman Lazard, you done?
I'll come back.
All right,
Yes.
thank you. Councilman Nakhan, you have the floor.
I see this festival as definitely being a very important and integral part of this city and this parish and this whole area. Actually, it draws people in from all over the place. One thing I'd like to see possibly at the festival, in the effort to raise money, they do very well benefit most of the downtown businesses, and I would hope that they would contribute back to the festival in way of sourcing out monies to help support it. And then I'm looking also at all the infrastructure work that needs to be done with the stages, the rigging, the painting, the upgrading that needs to be taken care of. And I would hope that the EDD would also help with that and contribute to that, because it is a very vital part of the infrastructure of the downtown area. That's the only comments I have. Let's try to all work together and get this going right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mayor, would you like to add anything?
I just echo everything the two council members mentioned, and I don't look at this as a subsidy. I don't think you guys do. I think this is more of an investment. Every dollar so far that we're putting in, I think we get way more in a dollar, not only in physical dollars revenue, but also value to quality of life. So we appreciate our partners over there. I do echo, though, Councilman Nakhan. Councilman Lewis was in the meeting. I know Councilman Lazard had a calendar conflict, but yeah, hey, look, again, just like the ACA, if we can find ways where we can be better in the future, better spend our money, our taxpayer dollars, I'm all open to it.
Okay. All right. I'm not seeing any other comments. Do we have any, you said we don't have any public comment, right?
We did have 26 citizens who did not wish to speak, who signed in to support the ordinance.
I'm sorry, Councilman Lazard was hoping to say some words. Floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for their support for this very important request, if you will. Festival, and let me make this perfectly clear, okay? Festival International is a Lafayette creation, okay? It belongs downtown Lafayette. It doesn't belong in Youngsville or Broussard or anywhere else. It belongs, it was created for downtown Lafayette. That's where it belongs. And it's incumbent upon us to make sure that we do everything in our power to make sure that it remains downtown. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. One more comment. Mr. Nakhan, you have the floor.
I apologize. I just wanted to say thank you to the festival for keeping this a free festival, because it allows everybody to come, no matter who you are, no matter what your income is. You're welcome to be in our downtown area and enjoy the environment and the atmosphere. And it's a family-friendly atmosphere. Thank you.
Thank you. Not seeing any other public comments. Okay. All right, then let's go to a vote to adopt the ordinance.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5? Yes. District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 80-2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing and directing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into a lease agreement for the property between Hyman Memorial Park and PASA Place, and amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing rental income and reducing the use of the city general fund prior year fund balance in the amount of $129,600.
Can I get a motion in a second? I have a motion by Cook, second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any. Any public comment?
Marie Lukaseski?
In case you have questions. Okay, I'm not seeing any, but thank you. All right, let's go to a vote.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4? Yes. The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 81-2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to adjust amounts for administrative and general costs to actual.
I have a motion by Nakhan, second by Lazard. Council discussion? Not seeing any. Any public comment? All right, let's go to a vote.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4? Yes. District 5? Yes. The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 82-2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $554,024.27 from Frim Bustani Extension and Vermilion Lateral 4 Bolio Settlers to the Nottingham Drainage Rain Tree Coulee Project within the Public Works Department Capital Improvements Division for additional funding needed.
I have a motion by Cook, second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment. All right, let's go to a vote.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4? Yes. District 5? Yes. District 1? Yes. The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 83-2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into a supplemental agreement number 1 between the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and the State of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development concerning the state project number H012864 Federal Aid Project Number H012864, Louisiana 94, Carmel Drive sidewalks.
Okay, I got a motion by Nakhan, second by Lewis. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment. Oh, council discussion, Councilman Lazard.
It's not a discussion, really, just a request of the administration. Can we get Public Works to contact DOTD and see if we can get an update on this project in terms of the time frame, please? And where we are with it? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any public comment? All right, let's go to a vote.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 84, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $39,765.10 from the RPL Health Unit Roof line item to EXT RPR Health Unit line item used for the Health Unit Building Maintenance Project managed by the Public Works Department Facilities Maintenance Division.
All right, I have a motion by Cook, second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment. All right, let's go to a vote.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 85, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing and directing the Lafayette Mayor President to sell one transformer and associated cable that are no longer needed for public purposes to the person with the highest bid.
I have a motion by Nakhan, second by Lazard. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment. Going to a vote.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 86, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing and directing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into a pole attachment and wireless facility attachment agreement with Cox Communications Louisiana LLC.
Okay, I have a motion by Nakhan, second. Do I have a second? Oh, second by Lewis. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment? All right, let's go to a vote.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. City Ordinance 87, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing and directing the Lafayette Mayor President to execute the Amendment Number 1 to the Electric Service Agreement by and between the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and Stellar Incorporated.
I have a motion by Nakhan. Do I have a second? Second by Cook. Council discussion? Councilwoman Cook, you have the floor.
Yes, Mayor, I have a question on this one. I support this. There was a reference to an industrial electrical rate in there. Is there someone that can, what is that? We don't have that already.
No one from LUS is here, but this is the Stellar Electric Agreement. So keep in mind, this will be a 20-year agreement that it's up. Stellar is one of our most,
Right.
employees, one of the most, or the most voluminous amount of employees that we have here in the city. So I support this 100% if it can help them out and still maintain, the regulations.
No, I
Larry
support
Moreno's
it.
here, there you go.
I support it, but within it said something, it was just for a year, and then we're going to
Yeah.
look at
With an
because we're looking
extension.
at the industrial rates. I guess I just didn't know what that was.
Right. So we have Mr. Marino, if he's here. He's the LUS attorney, but I'll give you my summary version while you walk up. Or Todd, yeah, that's true. We got, man, how many lawyers we have here today? Me and Glenn aren't counted in that count.
I apologize, I don't have this ordinance and I can't
So-
remember it.
It's a one-year term to get the actual rate finalized, but I know the overall agreement's 20. If we can defer 2 weeks, I would be okay with that. Oh, Larry's getting the ordinance. So my request, while we're considering that, just remember, I know you guys get the agenda in advance. If you guys have any particular questions in advance that you know of, I know sometimes it just comes up.
Yeah.
Let me know, and I'll make sure I have the director here and they can answer it.
And you can get back to me on it. I just wanted an explanation of what the
Okay.
electrical industrial rate is.
Sure.
I just wasn't familiar with that. So you can just, I don't need that tonight if you don't have it. That's fine.
I'll send an update.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
It's all good. We'll follow up.
Wait a minute, you can't remember every single thing that,
No, there's the other ones up here, but
no,
Sorry.
just not one of the three, right? Yeah, I feel you. I'm with you. All right, we'll follow up, Councilman.
Thank you. All right, I'm not seeing any other council discussions. Do I have public comment? All right, let's go to a vote.
District 5,
Yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4. Yes. The motion to adopt is approved.
Joint ordinance for final adoption. Cindy, will you please read?
Joint ordinance 21, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell at public internet auction surplus miscellaneous movable property, which are no longer needed for public purposes as per the attached list, internet auction.
Can I get a motion and a second? I have a motion by Nakhan. Do I have a second? I have a second by Cook. Council discussion? I'm not seeing any public comment. All right, let's go to a vote.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4. Yes. District 5. Yes. The motion to adopt is approved. Joint ordinance 23, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending ordinance number, joint ordinance 61, 2020, to remove the requirement that at least one Lafayette City Council appointment to the Lafayette Airport Commission be an African American in order for the Lafayette Airport Commission to be in compliance with its federal non-discrimination obligations.
Can I get a motion and a second? I have a motion by Nakhan, second by Cook. Council discussion. Councilman Lazard, you have the floor.
Mr. Logan? You don't mind?
Come on down. I don't know if you have a mic back there, do you?
Huh? Oh, you see, okay.
Do you have a
I'm
mic
sorry.
back there? Does it work?
Okay, okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
here.
I wasn't.
he's been dealing with the FAA.
Yeah, you're right.
I can speak if you need
You're
me
right,
to.
you're right.
Come on down. And I'll just leave your mic
I
hot.
didn't see him back there. Yeah.
I'm going to leave it on.
Yeah.
And then both mics are on.
Thank you.
Todd,
Todd Swartzinger, Assistant City Parish Attorney.
just wanted to follow up with you with the conversation we had last week and the alternative request that I asked you to present to the FAA. Have we gotten a response back? Were you able to make that request, and have we gotten a response back yet?
I have a phone call scheduled with the FAA this week. It's going to be on Thursday, so I'll have a response for you at that point. But I've not been able to, as of yet, no.
Okay. I had thought about this and had a discussion with Todd about a possible alternative well, I don't want to get too much detail because it's a legal thing. And so I'm not sure, do we have to pass this tonight? Would it present any issues if we waited until we got that response back from the FAA, in your opinion?
In my opinion, it would be better to pass this tonight and then.
And then come back and make an amendment later if it's permissible?
Correct. Correct.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
But we did make the request. Oh, you haven't had the conversation with him yet?
I'm going to have the conversation with him.
Okay. Could you notify me as soon as you get a response?
Yes, I will.
Okay, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Councilman Lewis, you have the floor.
Yes, Mr. Ty, that's your name?
Yes.
Okay, yes. The question that Mr. Lazar posed to you that, why is it so important that we pass this tonight instead of waiting until we get an answer from who you're supposed to get the answer from the FCCA? Why can't we wait another, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it may be? What is the urgent to pass this tonight? Again, this is introductory, I understand that, but what, huh? It's fine, fine. Why is it so important that we finalize without answers that Mr. Lazar is requesting?
Because the action that this ordinance takes is what was requested by the FAA. And so when that passes, then it shows the FAA that the council did what was requested. And then when I had that conversation with the FAA about a possible additional amendment, I think it shows good faith to the FAA that, you know, the councils, both councils did go forward and do what was requested. And then when I posed the question to them about a possible future amendment, I think it just presents goodwill to them.
Well, I can understand that, the gesture, but at the same token, that they may come back and accept Mr. Lazar's alternative, and then what we'd have to do? Do the amendment? Amend it?
It would just be it would be another ordinance. It'd be another ordinance that gets introduced.
Well,
final
that's what I'm
adoption.
saying. So we'd have to start by introducing that ordinance and then wait another 2-3 weeks to pass it?
Yes.
So again, we delaying the process for the alternative that Mr. Lazar might get approval on.
Correct. However, I did inform the FAA after our last meeting that this ordinance was going to be considered for final adoption tonight, and they were okay with that delay. I would rather not have to go back to them and tell them that it's being delayed again, because I know they are monitoring this and they're watching it. They're asking me to keep them updated on it. So I think from that aspect also, it's better not to postpone this action. Because like you said, I mean, it does create another process with a new ordinance if you want to amend it again.
Right.
But other than that, there's really no detriment to having to go through it with a new ordinance.
Okay, so you did say by Thursday you should have some kind of information from the FAA, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Oh, hold on. Buzz in, do you mind buzzing in real quick so I can put your mic live? Okay, go ahead.
Pat, I appreciate that, but I'm fine with proceeding with it tonight, especially considering the fact that we've deferred it for a month already. So I understand the federal guidelines and what have you, and I have no problem with proceeding with it tonight under those terms. Okay?
Did you? Hold on, let me get your mic.
I just wanted to point out that without provocation, the director of the Civil Rights Office for the FAA sent us the June 21st letter following up, so they're watching what's going on. And so we need to pass this tonight, and as Councilman Lazard said, come back and amend it if they're acceptable with his recommendation.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm not seeing anything else. Do we have any public comment? All right, let's go to a vote.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5? Yes. District 1? Yes. The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 27-2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, amending Chapter 74 of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government Code of Ordinances relative to theft of services, revisions to enforcement of same, and establishing penalties for violations.
I have a motion by Cook, second by Nakhan. Council discussion. I want to just encourage my fellow council members to support this. Myself, Andy Nakhan, and I know many others of you and Mr. Tabor on the parish council, we deal a lot with businesses that are having to deal with illegal dumping in their dumpsters. And at this point, there's no further action that can be taken. And I know that's incredibly frustrating to them because a lot of them are by residential. They're trying to keep a clean dumpsters, as clean as you can get it anyway. So this purpose was, if you all recall, a gentleman came to speak at the council meeting about his struggles with trying to keep a clean dumpster for the area surrounding him. And working with legal, working with everyone, we were able to find something that we thought would work with all parties and make it simple for people to be able to file a police report and get action. So I'm asking you all for your support. And then Councilman Nakhan, I see you buzzed in as well.
And I apologize, just wanted to add, it's not just dumpsters, it's private property
Yes,
too.
yes, thank you for that
And they're
clarification.
dumping bags of trash on empty lots that people have to go behind them and clean up, and it's very costly to the owners of these lots. So this is going to give us a means of enforcement through our definitely our officers, whether it be the sheriffs or the Lafayette Police Department, but this just gives us a means to move forward, to let people know this is wrong.
Legal, would you like to add anything?
I just want to, clarify something. This particular ordinance, we do have ordinances on the books regarding illegal dumping on property. This particular ordinance, though, does not address illegal dumping on property. It's specifically related to containers for solid waste, white goods, et cetera, that are listed in the ordinance, where that is the basis for the theft of the service, that someone else is paying for that container, yet someone without permission uses it and fills it up. So this is specifically targeted to that problem.
Thank you very much. I am not seeing any other council discussion. Do we have any public comment?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 28, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to adjust amounts for risk management, uninsured loss reimbursements to actual.
I have a motion by Lazard. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Nakhan. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment.
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 29, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to adjust amounts for administrative and general costs to actual.
Okay, I have a motion by Nakhan. Do I have a second? Second by Cook. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comment.
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 30, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, amending the fiscal year 2021 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $650,000 from Bro Road Bridge replacement to Q Road Extension and Frambustani Extension Vincent projects within the Public Works Department Capital Improvements Division for additional funding needed.
I have a motion by Nakhan. Do I have a second? Second by Lewis. Council discussion. Mr. Nakhan, you have the floor.
Just one question I need to direct. I'm assuming that the Bro Road Bridge replacement is completed, that project's done?
Who would like to speak on this? Would that be you? Sidra?
Yes, Bro Road, that project was completed, actually it was completed in-house, so we were able to redirect those dollars over to this, the project for Q Road and Frambustani.
Thank you for your efficiency, and to the Public Works Department for getting this done. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And I'm not seeing any other council discussion. Public comment. All right, let's go to a vote.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
2?
Yes.
District 3?
Did you need to think about it some more? District 3, yes.
District 4? District 5?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 31, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council, amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by authorizing the amendment of Ordinance 72, 2019 to transfer an additional $40,000 in home investment partnership funds within the Community Development Department from Community Housing Development Organization set-aside funds to 7th District Pavilion for use in the Mason de la Pex Housing Construction Project.
I have a motion by Nakhan, second by Cook. Council discussion. Councilman Lazard, you have the floor.
Quick question for somebody over there.
Somebody over here, I don't have that option on my mic, so, but we'll just go rogue.
Okay, the $40,000. Why is this transfer being made? I know I'm putting y'all, I should have asked in advance, but it just caught my attention,
I'm
really.
going to put both the mayor's mic on the CAO's mic as well.
Yeah.
So without knowing that you would have this question, I can give you
I
the
know, it just-
roundabout idea of
that's
what,
fine.
of what I understood it to be, that this is an external appropriation
Yeah.
being made to assist with a low-income housing development.
Okay. It's being transferred from,
Yeah, it's the grant money, it's the CDBG dollars for the home.
okay, that's cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. I'm not seeing any other questions. Do we have any public comment?
We did have one citizen who signed in support of the
All right, all right.
ordinance.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1? The motion to adopt is approved. Joint Ordinance 32, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing the non-warranty donation of various adjudicated properties to Culture Ministries pursuant to Louisiana Revised Statute 472205.
Can I get a motion in a second? I have a motion by Cook, second by Lewis. Council discussion? Not seeing any public comments?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
All right, moving on to announcement of vacancies of boards and commissions. Cindy, will you please read the vacancies?
2 vacancies will exist on the Downtown Development Authority Board for 3-year terms effective September 1st, 2021. Applicants must own property or operate a business in the district or shall be an officer of a corporation or other business entity owning property or operating a business in the district. A vacancy exists on the Mayor President's Awareness Committee for Citizens with Disabilities for the remainder of an unexpired 3-year term through October 31st, 2023. Resumes are to be submitted by nonprofit agencies working with disabled citizens in the parish of Lafayette. Individuals wishing to submit a resume for the above volunteer vacancies must be a registered voter and a resident of Lafayette Parish. Yearly ethics training for all appointees is required as its financial disclosure under certain circumstances. Resumes are to be forwarded to Veronica L. Williams, Clerk of the Council, P.O. Box 4017-C, Lafayette, Louisiana 70502, or email to bclafayette@lafayettela.gov. No later than noon, Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, with appointments to be made at the August 3rd, 2021 regular meeting of the Lafayette City Council. Resume submissions are public record.
All right, moving on to consider appointment by the council as a whole by boards and commissions. Cindy, will you please read the appointments?
To the Keep Lafayette Beautiful Committee for the remainder of an unexpired 2-year term through November 30th, 2022.
All right, a resume has been received for consideration from Brianne Hendricks. There's no incumbent. Can I get a motion and a second for Ms. Hendricks? I have a motion from Mr. Nakhan, second by Mr. Lazard. Any council discussion? Not seeing any. Any public comment?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote.
District 4?
Do I say yes or Hendricks?
Whatever you want.
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Hendricks.
District 3?
Hendricks.
Brianne Hendricks is appointed. Appointment to the Lafayette Parish Bayou Vermilion District Board for the remainder of an unexpired 4-year term through September 30th, 2022.
All right, the resume received for consideration are from Claire Darby, Karen Hale, or Rebecca Miller. There is no incumbent.
You could ask for nominations.
All right, Councilwoman Cook?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Claire Darby.
Councilman Nakhan?
Karen Hale.
All right, anyone else? All right, so far we have nominations for Claire Darby or Karen Hale. Go to a vote. Oh, do we have council discussion? Not seeing any. Public comment?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's go to a vote with either Darby or Hale.
District 5. District 1. District 2.
Hale.
District 3.
Hale.
District 4.
Darby.
Claire Darby is appointed. Appointment to the Lafayette Fire and Police Civil Service Board for a 3-year term effective July 26, 2021. Applicants must be U.S. citizens, residents of the city of Lafayette for at least 5 years preceding said appointment, and be qualified voters of the city of Lafayette.
The resume received for consideration is from Christina Oliver. Can I get a motion and a second? Oh, Councilman Nakian?
Oh, I was going to nominate
Yeah, you
Ms.
just need
Olivier.
nominations. That's in error. Number 1 is put there in error. The motion and the second, because it's.
Okay,
it's board.
nominations?
Ms. Olivier.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Ms. Olivier has been nominated. And that's all we have. Any council discussion on that? All right, let's go to a vote.
District,
Oh,
And you
I'm
could
sorry,
just
was
say
it
the
public
name.
comment?
No public comment, but you could
Okay.
just say the name.
Go to a vote for Christina Oliver.
District 1. District 2.
Olivier.
District 3.
Olivier, am I saying it wrong?
District 4. District 5. Christina Olivier is appointed.
I'll have you all know. I know some, no,
You dropped the I, so.
drop the I, add the E. All right, moving on to introductory ordinances. I'm going to ask for a motion and a second from council to introduce items from 35 to 41 in globo.
So moved.
All right, I have a motion by Nakhan, second by Cook. Cindy, will you please read?
And I think you said 35 to 41, but it should be 35 to 40, and then 42 to 46.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Fee. Thank you for that. All right,
And we have a motion and a
I
second
have a
already.
motion and a second. Cindy, please read.
City Ordinance 88, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify case number 0N 2021 0008 201 Duyon Road and 105 Marblehead rezoning, located generally south of Duyon Road, west of Johnson Street, and east of Rue de Billier, being rezoned from commercial heavy to planned development. City Ordinance 89, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify case number 0N 2021-0013, 3619 Moss Street rezoning, and to approve a conditional use permit to allow a produce market in a mixed-use neighborhood zoning district located generally north of Van Buren Drive, west of Moss Street, and south of Judge Drive. The particular parcels being rezoned from commercial heavy to residential single-family to, and residential single-family to mixed-use neighborhood. City Ordinance 90, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify case number 0N 2021-0017, 323 Patterson Street Administrative Rezoning, located generally north of West Willow Street, east of Patterson Street, and south of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The particular parcels are being rezoned from industrial light to mixed-use neighborhood. City Ordinance 91, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify case number 0N 2021-0018, 128 Fountain Bend Drive rezoning, located generally east of Target Loop, west of Fountain Bend Drive, and north of Johnson Street. The particular parcels being rezoned from commercial heavy to commercial mix. City Ordinance 91, 2021, 92, 2021. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify case number 0N 2021-0019, 200 to 300 block Bluebird Drive rezoning, located generally south of Camellia Boulevard, east of College Saloon Road, and west of Bluebird Drive. The particular parcels being rezoned from residential single-family and residential mix to commercial mix and residential single-family and residential mix to mixed-use neighborhood. City Ordinance 93, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify case number 0N 2021-0020, 440 South Domain Avenue rezoning, located generally north of Ridge Road, east of Rue de Billier, and south of Country Hollow Lane. The particular parcels being rezoned from agricultural to commercial heavy. City Ordinance 95, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the Lafayette Development Code so as to reclassify the Oil Center area, case number 0N2021-0022, Oil Center Comprehensive Rezoning and CUP, located generally south of East University Avenue, east of Girard Park Drive, north of La Rue France, and west of the Vermilion River. City Ordinance 96, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating and capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to recognize revenue from the sale of 279 Glock 22 Gen 4 handguns with magazines, 31 Glock 35 Gen 4 handguns with magazines, 13 Ithaca model number 27 shotguns, 9 Glock 22C handguns with magazines, 7 New England Arms SBI 410 shotguns, 3 SIG SAUER P320 with RDS handguns with magazines, 5 Glock 17 handguns with magazines, 1 Glock 23 handgun with magazine, 1 S&W MOD number 459 handgun with magazine, 1 S&W MOD number 915 handgun with magazine, 1 H&K USP 9mm handgun with magazine, which are no longer needed for public purposes, to Practical Tactical Clothing and Gear Company, LLC, for a total bid price of $102,375 as per the attached list, guns. City Ordinance 97, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating and capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $1 million from the City Council Reserve Capital Fund to various capital accounts in the Parks and Recreation Department for upgrades and improvements. City Ordinance 98, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operations and maintenance budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to make appropriations adjustments within the Utilities Department. City Ordinance 99, 2021, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Council authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into an agreement to establish a servitude on certain property located adjacent to the Cooley Mine Cutoff Canal, to provide for the relocation of existing utility lines and, upon acceptance thereof, to abandon an existing servitude and to provide for matters related thereto.
All right. I'm not seeing any council discussion. Any public comment? All right, let's go to a vote. Introduce in globo.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
The motion to deduce in globo items 35 through 40 and 42 through 46 is approved.
All right, moving on to joint introductory ordinances. I'm going to ask for a motion and a second from council to introduce ordinance items 48 through 57 in globo. So move with Councilman Nakhan and then second by Councilman Lazard. Cindy, will you please read?
Joint Ordinance 33, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell at public auction surplus vehicles, equipment, and other miscellaneous movable property which are no longer needed for public purposes as per the attached list auction. Joint Ordinance 34, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget and adjusting the manning tables of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by adding 2 labor foreman 1 positions in the Traffic Roads and Bridges Department, OP Roads Bridges section, through the use of fund balance in the amount of $18,090. Joint Ordinance 35, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to enter into a maintenance agreement between the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and the State of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development concerning the maintenance of state roadways to include mowing and litter pickup, and amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by decreasing the use of Fund 260 POI fund balance by $483 and increasing reimbursement revenue from the State of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development in the amount of $483. Joint Ordinance 36, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette Mayor President to submit the 2021 annual plan grant application to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Joint Ordinance 37, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $1,565,183 in CDBG funds received from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and appropriating funds within the Community Development Department. Joint Ordinance 38, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $621,181 in home funds received from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and appropriating funds within the Community Development Department. Joint Ordinance 39, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $1,392,777 in Community Development Block Grants COVID funds received from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development and authorizing the transfer of $1,282,623 in funds within the Community Development Department to community-based organizations as follows: Acadiana Cares, Boys and Girls Clubs of Acadiana, Hospice of Acadiana, Second Harvest Food Bank, and the Lafayette Council on Aging to deliver community-based services in response to COVID-19. Joint Ordinance 40, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by authorizing the transfer of $90,000 in Community Development Block Grant funds within the Community Development Department to the Hub Lafayette Urban Ministries. Joint Ordinance 41, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $8,817,622.05 in Emergency Rental Assistance Program funds received from the U.S. Department of the Treasury through the Louisiana State Office of Community Development and appropriating funds within the Community Development Department. Joint Ordinance 42, 2021, a joint ordinance of the Lafayette City Council and the Lafayette Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2021 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $304,867.78 in Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Funds received from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development for the August 2016 flood event and appropriating within the Community Development Department for use towards the 10% match liability for the FEMA Public Assistance Program.
All right. I don't see any council discussion on these issues. Do we have any public comment?
There are no comments.
All right, we'll go for a vote to introduce in globo items 48 through 57.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
The motion to introduce in globo items 48 through 57 is approved.
I'll adjourn the city council meeting. Thank you all and have a good night.